we are in the building.
Yo,
Y'all,
what's
this
good?
is your girl, Lady Free.
I'm Pastor J, and
listen,
come on, Gladys, introduce
we have
yourself.
we have our special guest back today, Miss Gladys Riley. Introduce yourself, girl.
Hello. I am Gladys. Thank you, moms, pops, for having me on once again. We're about to tear it up. Yep. I hope y'all ready.
Come on, man.
I hope they ready.
Yeah.
Come on. So listen, this is the thing. Today's relationship topic is going to be, how do you know when the relationship is in trouble?
Fire.
It's like, how did I miss the signs?
Yes.
Some of us don't even know what the signs are. So if you want to find out how you know if the relationship is in trouble, come back right after this. Hey, back. Y'all, we back. We are back.
We
in
are
the
back.
building.
Listen, y'all. Today's topic, man, is really something
It's gonna be nice.
kind of dear to our hearts because we see a lot of people who stay in relationships a little too long
Right.
when they see the flags,
Yeah.
and some people stay.
They stay
And,
long.
They stay longer than you.
wasting time.
They stay longer than need to. And so we got a video that we kind of want to share. This video, those of you on my page, y'all need to go to Shift Movement to watch this video. But we got a video, y'all, that we want y'all to watch, and then we're gonna discuss because this video actually talks about
Wow.
it talks about understanding why the relationship is in trouble. So we kind of want to
Absolutely.
deal with this video, y'all. So go to Sheena, go to Shift Movement page so you can watch this video.
Shift Movement 2021.
What's up, Sheena Bailey? Congratulations on your graduation, sis. We love you.
All right. So,
Yeah, so
ready?
yeah, if y'all ready, we're gonna play this video real quick for you guys so that you can see, and it's real informational, and we're gonna discuss this video, understanding when the relationship is in trouble.
Hey, it's Mel Robbins, and I wanted to make this video because so many of you are writing in for advice about romantic relationships that make you question yourself. So I want to teach you the 5 signs that your relationship is over. Recognizing these signs is critical, even though it might be hard for you to accept it. Now, the fact that you're even watching this video tells me that you're already thinking that this relationship isn't going to last. And even if that isn't necessarily true, those thoughts that you're having that make you second guess yourself and start acting weird and clingy, those will destroy a good relationship. You have a choice to make right now. You either address the 5 things I'm about to talk about in this video, or face the truth and end the relationship yourself because it's over. So what are the 5 signs? Sign number 1, you don't feel like yourself. In this relationship, you feel like you're walking on eggshells. You don't know how to act when you're in public or when you're around their friends. You aren't sure if you should hold hands. You're uncomfortable talking about your feelings because you don't know if they're on the same page. All of these things mean you don't feel comfortable being you. And any relationship where you have to twist yourself into somebody that you're not in order to keep the peace, it only starts a war inside of you. And those kind of relationships, they always blow up. The second sign, you're constantly questioning how you should communicate. If you're nervous about sending a text asking if they want to hang out, or do you obsess over whether they opened your Snap but they haven't responded, or how long it's been since they texted you back? Do they watch your Instagram story but not respond to your text messages? Are you compulsively checking social media to try to get the clues you need that it's okay to reach out? Any relationship where you spend more time questioning rather than talking about communication is a relationship that's broken. Sign number 3, you think about where the relationship stands all the time. So do you constantly think about questions like, where's this going? Are we exclusive? Are we committed? Can I introduce you to my family and take you to a work event? How should I introduce you? What are you thinking? What do you say about me? Not knowing where you stand means this relationship doesn't stand a chance. Sign number 4. You're starting to get annoyed. You're now the one opening snaps and not responding. You're saying you're too busy to hang out in order to send a message. You're hesitant to commit to future plans because you don't know the future of this relationship. You snap at them more than usual. All those cute little things that used to make you laugh, they're really annoying. And here's the kiss of death. If their name pops up on your phone or they walk through the door at the end of the day and you feel dread and not excitement, that's a sign that you're over this person. And the 5th and final sign, you're questioning whether or not you have the same values. If you're starting to feel like you're losing yourself, for example, maybe you're drinking more than you'd like. You're spending less time with your friends. You're skipping the gym. You're only doing things, for example, like listening to certain types of music because it interests them. This is a major problem. If there isn't a balance between the two of you, you will always feel like a less important part of the relationship because you are. Now, here's a quick test to see if you're losing yourself. Just go out alone tonight with your friends, and if it feels like a relief because you can finally act like yourself, that's a sign that this is not a relationship for you. I bet what you're doing is you're confusing chemistry for compatibility. You see, chemistry is like a match that gets lit, but eventually it burns out. Compatibility means you and your partner bring out the best in you, which is why it goes the distance. So let me recap the 5 signs. You don't feel like yourself. You're constantly questioning how to communicate. You think about where the relationship stands all the time. You're starting to get annoyed. And you're questioning whether or not you have the same values. This is the wake-up call you needed. As Lizzo likes to say, truth hurts. But clearly, you need to hear it. I hope this video made it easy for you to recognize when someone is no longer right for you. Now it's on you to accept it, to move on, and the next time you're about to get into a relationship, remember, you deserve someone who brings out the best in you.
All right.
Man, that was really dope, y'all.
For those who
she gave some very good information, and for those who really couldn't hear, we'll kind of go over it because we kind of want to talk about this. Mm-hmm. She said that there are 5 signs that let you know that your relationship is in trouble.
Right.
And you want to kind of go back over that, what she said, babe?
Okay, yeah. She said, well, the first one is you don't feel like yourself. Mm-hmm. This is like when you walking on eggshells. Mm-hmm. She says you don't know if you on the same page. You don't know if you can hold hands when you're in public. This is the person that you don't you kind of have to twist yourself just to keep the peace in the relationship. So
first of all, do you know how hard it is,
man,
to be in a relationship walking? First of all, eggshells. If you understand how light eggshells are, they're easy to crack. Yes. So do you understand how hard it is to walk on eggshells? You are, and our bodies are very much more heavier than eggshells. If you look at the comparison here. So to be in a relationship and you gotta tread lightly, that is so uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. That is a sign to let you know that this relationship is in trouble.
It's in trouble. Right.
Hey, Mama.
Hey.
Miss you too.
Man, so basically it's like you don't feel like yourself anymore. Right. You have basically given up yourself to be in this relationship.
Yes. Oh no.
Can you contest to that?
I mean, me. Yeah. Hey, no.
See, no. That's a good thing. That means you don't walk on eggshells. You cook them.
No, I'm telling you, we finna grill it up and eat it. But I've actually heard some people come to me and say like, I don't know what this person wants me to be.
Yeah.
And with that tells me that you're molding yourself to be what this person wants you to be versus you being who you want to be. Right. And when you're trying to mold yourself to this person of who someone wants you to be, you're tiptoeing around. Yes. You lose yourself completely.
That's it.
Because one, then you never know what to do what's right? You would never know because a person
never know what's right.
change day in and day out.
Based on emotions, based on the everything, based on what they went through.
Listen, based on the weather, somebody is changing, you know?
Right.
So you trying to mold yourself into who you think someone else wants you to be. And that's the thing too. We kind of get this picture that this is who I should be for this person in order to be with this person, in order to compliment this person.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if this person has already chosen you, then they want you, not who you think they want.
Now
what do you say, baby?
Now I agree if that person has chosen you. However, if that person has chosen you and they truly don't know what it is that they want, okay, they don't understand their purpose. They don't understand anything like what is your purpose in their life. Then they will try to make it. I like how you said mold you. The lady on the video said you have to twist yourself.
Yes.
To keep the peace in the relationship.
But do you know how unstable that is to adjust who you are to make someone else happy?
Yeah.
That is an unstable place to be in.
Yeah.
Because guess what? That person will never be happy.
Never.
So that's why there's a twist and a turn.
Right. A molding and a twisting. Come on.
You thought you got to a place to make them happy, then something else
boom.
is wrong.
Something else happened.
Something else is wrong.
And now
something else,
they need
you twisting
change.
this way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's no stability. And
it is no stability for you either. You know, that
No.
lands you in a place of depression, insecurity.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty much a lot of people honestly go into this the loss of identity.
Right.
Not really even knowing who, at a point in time, they really do lose who they are. They don't even know or recognize themselves as a person anymore.
Right.
You know, so now you gotta, once you come up out of that, you know, you gotta go all the way back to square one of rediscovering, reconfiguring, renewing.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like being in a relationship with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah. And it's like,
you know how to
you have to go back and renew,
all the reads.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if you're the type of person that feels you can't be alone, then what you're doing is
bro?
while
How you
you
doing,
should
man?
be
Hey,
rediscovering or while you should be re-examining or transforming and all of that stuff into who you are. Now you're giving that person that the other person tried to twist and make you become to someone else. Now that makes it even worse. Hey, Aki is on the line. Hey, Aki.
We looking for you in Atlanta, man. Get your tickets, all right?
That's right. Get your tickets to the Shift Love Ball. But listen, authenticity is the way to go. And that is true.
It's true.
You have to be authentic if that person is going to love the real you.
Yes.
But that's the sign that lets you know. But this is the whole point. When authenticity is not
It's
there,
gone, yes.
you can't put it in place. You can't force it into place.
Right.
A lot of times, what we do is like we had a episode that we talked about how we try to fit the key in the lock. If the key does not fit in the lock, most of us will really sit there and try to figure out how to force that key and jam it in there until we try to turn it and break the key off in there. And now the lock ain't even no good.
Now the key and the lock messed up.
gone.
The key broken, the lock is stuck.
Right.
Useless. It becomes useless.
Right. So basically, for those who just joined us, we are talking about how do you know when your relationship is in trouble? A lot of times we don't know the signs. How do we miss the signs? You know, so today we're talking about 5 different signs that we just came up with as far as like we watched a video earlier. 5 signs. The first one is you don't feel like yourself because you have to walk on eggshells, because you have to twist and mold yourself into what that person wants you to be. So the second one is constantly questioning how you should communicate. Man, she was talking about, do you have more questions than you have communication?
Oh, that's
always questioning, should I text him right now? Oh no, I'm not gonna text him right now
I want to
because
be upset, or I want to text her right now. She gonna be mad.
Yeah. Well, what if he busy right now? You know, and you know what the busy in your head. You probably thinking, what if he with somebody else?
Right.
You know, what if he doing something else right now? So if I text him, he don't text me right back. You know, constantly questioning whether or not like that person did they see your text message. When I did text, they didn't what does it come back?
Which you didn't respond quick enough or something.
Where it delivered. The
little notification. For our Androiders, we got double green check marks.
Double green check. So you didn't get a double green check mark. So now you're trying to figure out, okay, did he see the message or is he ignoring the message? So you always questioning.
Or
how
iPhone, you can see it. It'll say red.
It'll
say when that message is open. You can, but you know what's so ironic with that? It's like a lot of times when we start really wondering when to communicate, how to communicate,
right?
Then here's another level of uncomfortability because again, you are not able to be yourself. So that's the whole thing.
Free.
It comes down to not being able to be yourself.
Right.
So you got a question. You got more questions than you got communication.
Right.
That relationship, I promise
it's
you,
in trouble.
It's in
trouble.
Because a lot of times we have to have that thing. Like I have that, and I need that. Where even if it's something that I feel is going wrong in a situation that my husband and I dealing with, I need that line of communication to be open, and I need it always to be that way because when I come to him, I want to feel safe enough to say, this is the way I'm feeling about what's going on right now or what happened or anything like that. So if I'm already in the mode of, I don't know if I should text him right now, or what if I come over to his house and he get upset with me, or you don't know how to communicate your true feelings. That was one of them, because you don't know if y'all on the same page.
Yes.
What if you communicate your feelings?
Do you know that's a level of intimacy? The communication. Communication is a level of intimacy.
Oh yes, and
so
it's a big part.
It's a very glue.
Very big.
Come
on.
It's a glue
Yes,
to keeping the relationship together.
That's right.
So if you have more questions than communication, then your glue is a little. It's not.
It ain't durable.
Yeah,
It ain't
gorilla glue. It's that.
You got that.
Kia is on the line, and we also got Levi on the line. Y'all chime in.
What's up, Levi? Get your tickets, man.
Levi, get your tickets to the Shift Love Ball. Go on Eventbrite and you'll see it.
Thank you, sis.
I want you and Michelle to be there. But we talk about the 5 signs that your relationship is in trouble.
I'm sorry, but I used to watch this. I still watch it. It's this television show. It's called Cheaters.
Oh my goodness! They used to be.
Yeah, I watch that every day only because I watch it. Yeah, I watch it every day.
Okay, then.
Because it's so.
You know what? I actually like it.
I like that show.
I like
you know
it
why?
too.
Because
but if I watch it too
what
much,
happens? No,
then
I watch it. It helps me
mind.
actually understand what people miss. Because what they say, they'll come out, do an interview and say, well, I remember he used to do that. He used to love me. He used to be able to kiss me.
Right. He used to do this.
And he used to be this way. And then I used to could call him anytime and he would call and just send me flowers.
And all of a sudden,
that just stopped.
No, it ain't all of a sudden.
No, his communication didn't just stop.
Exactly.
He made some decisions.
Wow. Thank you, Mama Grant.
He made some decisions.
Yes.
And those decisions they don't include you no more.
Exactly. And see, the thing is, a person will show you the signs. You'll sometimes we be so oblivious to stuff. We just let it kind of go over our heads, but over time it actually builds up. You know, you notice that okay, he or she is not as open anymore. Yeah. You know, and you like, okay, well, I brought this in. You really didn't have much to say.
What's up, boy?
So, you know, they start showing you those early signs, like, okay, we're in trouble.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we so busy with our lives or whatever other things and thinking that okay, it's just a phase. He or she will get over it, and then they don't, and then we end up at the cheater point, and then you like, well,
but the funny thing about it on the show Cheaters, everybody that has asked cheaters to come and do investigations in their relationship, just about all of them have that same point that they come to.
Yeah.
And it's like, if that point is so universal, why we don't see the sign?
Mia said, I like Cheaters too. Mia like Cheaters too. That's right. Okay. That's a good show.
Keith says, he says communication is medicine.
That's right.
Yes.
I like that. I like that. Sure. But familiarity of emotions, situations, or lack of understanding due to distance between couples. He says, close the gap.
Close the gap.
Close the gap. You need to communicate.
KK.
You gotta understand. It is so important. That's why I said there's a level of intimacy that we miss, and we always say. We always say, what's up, Dave? My brother Redmond Caldwell's on here. Love you, man. Love you, Dave. You got to really understand that, like we said, communication is the gap. It's the glue.
It closes the gap.
It's the glue to intimacy.
That's right.
And intimacy are those things that, and you really break that word down, into me.
Into me.
So
into
if you
my
don't
heart,
communicate,
baby.
there's a level of like there's some space that me and her have to spend together.
Yes.
Because if we spend this space together, then what we're doing in this space is we're creating a level of intellect.
Yes.
We're creating a level of
Understanding. Come on with it.
We're creating a level of knowledge for one another.
Yeah,
so when you
getting to know
create
him.
those things, without the questions, because like that's what we were saying, if you got more questions than the creating and the closing of the gap, that what you're doing is you're separating yourself.
You are.
And some people think, I was one of those persons when I used to date, I used to think that I was that one that could close the gap, but I was trying to close the gap a whole nother way.
Right.
And it was, because it was really all physical.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
physical
yeah.
to me is not, that is the last part of intimacy. Because you have to get
You
to
have
the
to
place
get
of
there. Come
physicality,
on.
Yes.
but you won't
To
be
the
able to
point where
get
it
there
means something.
exactly without the
Yes.
spirituality,
Come on.
without the
Come on now.
intellectually.
Come on now.
There's a lot of things that you have to do
Yes.
before
Get
the
to that-
physical.
right,
to
right,
get to
right.
that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So there are some things, some signs we need to pay attention to.
that we just
All right.
That's right, Sheila.
Now I want to say this too. Just because the relationship may be in trouble, if this is the relationship that is God ordained, if you're in a marriage, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And you know that this is what God has called you, the person God called you to be with. Trouble does not, God trumps trouble.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Okay, so let's just go there first. But anyway, so another sign that you think is when you think about where the relationship stands all the time. Like, okay, are we in a relationship?
Oh, come on now.
I mean, what are we?
Yeah.
If you gotta ask
Ask
that,
you, when you gotta
what
ask that
are
question,
we?
yes.
Okay, so am I his lady or are we
Right.
just
Right.
You know, it's like that little gray area.
Y'all didn't set clear guidelines.
no
at that.
nothing clear about that at all.
What you feel about that, Gladys?
I mean, I honestly feel like with that and in questioning and all that comes
Yeah.
with communication, right?
Come on now.
It ties right back into it. When I mean, ultimately, I stand strong on this. Any, successful relationship comes through communication,
Right.
And with that was that the third point?
Yeah.
The third point of questioning what y'all got going on.
Yeah.
That means you did not have a solid foundation. The beginning
beginning was not clear.
Look, the beginning, the foundation was not laid
But
Right.
properly.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna come down a real street here with y'all.
Okay,
Please
come
come
on,
down it.
Come
I'm
on.
gonna come down a real street.
Come on.
When you are always in question about where your relationship stands, you are only on a leash.
Yeah, you're not in a relationship.
You ain't in the relationship. You are in a convenient situation. So whenever you are needed, you can be pulled back.
Come on
Okay. Now
You know, that's a real street.
Now that's true. Now the sad part about it is a lot of people out there that I have even come in contact with that don't mind being on that leash.
That is true.
Some people
But
do
you know
not
what?
mind. That's true.
That's our society today. Let's throw
Break
it
it
out
down.
there right
Break
there.
it down
That
straight.
is our generation. Sadly to say, my generation today. That's it right there. We don't care about having.
Being second.
I don't care about being second. Long as I get some type of position.
See.
Long as I get some type of attention.
Okay, so where did that come from? I'm interested to know, and I know we may not have the answer today, but I'm interested to know where did that come
I
from?
honestly believe.
Where
my
a woman
personal-
used to be a queen.
Yes.
She used to be the one that stood beside her man, strong, tall, head up, shoulders back with her crown of glory. Now that same woman has decided years and generations down the line to become and be comfortable with being the side chick.
I honestly believe that it's impatient. People become impatient. Some people just settle. I'm gonna just settle for whatever I can get. Because if this is what I can get, then this is what I'm going. This is what I'm going to take.
Yeah.
And then secondly, the way that media, the way that men address women, they just become comfortable with that, and then you don't have enough of us real women out there advocating and showing that this is actually how you're supposed to be treated.
Right.
So it's multiple factors
My
that
goodness.
play into this. We already touched on the fatherhood, the absence of that and
Yeah.
the absence of self-love
Right.
and the absence of, so it's a lot of absentees factors that plays a part in a woman actually degrading herself. Sometimes it ain't even the men who has to do it. We automatically just degrade ourselves.
And it's so
Sheena said that, and it's true. This is a statement I want to expound on this familiar statement. It said if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for any and everything.
If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
But it's true,
right?
It's true, honestly, because when you say stand, that means foundation. That means knowing who you...
come on now. Yeah. Say it. Go ahead, say it. Because it was coming. It hit me. Knowing your worth, knowing who you are in Christ.
Knowing who you are. When you know who you are, you won't even allow yourself to be in a situation to be second. Because when it comes to being a queen and when it comes to being a king, you have been given dominion and authority over everything. Yes, exactly. So you can't be an authority and understand the authority that you have and settle to be. How can a king look like he talking about ruling his land?
Peasants.
Exactly. And he
peasants.
There's no way.
So that goes back to like the thing of not knowing where you stand in a relationship means that relationship will not stand a chance
at all. Yes.
And that's what she said. It's not going to stand a chance. Because you don't even know where you stand.
Exactly.
And for the people who feel like
you don't even know where you sit either.
I don't know where I'm at this point.
For the generation of women and men who feel like being second is better than being nothing, we need to speak to that because that is a hard place because it's like when you're trying to advocate healthy relationships, loving one another, intimacy and authenticity and all of this stuff, you try to advocate that to someone who is like, that don't matter to me.
That don't matter to me. It's a tough. It comes, but you know what? It starts with the foundation, but the foundation of them though. And I think that it goes back to what Pops was getting ready to say. You know, what he said was knowing your worth, knowing who you are. Yeah. But it starts with knowing who you are in Christ. Because once you know who you are in Christ, you will not settle for less.
That's right.
You will not take anything that is below or beneath what Christ says you are.
Right.
So if he says you're fearfully, wonderfully, and beautifully made, then you will say, hey, I'm fearfully, wonderfully, beautifully made. I deserve
somebody who understands fearfully, wonderfully, and beautifully made.
I deserve somebody who will not have me in question.
Come on
come on.
I deserve somebody who will shore up my insecurities, my unanswered questions. They will answer it. Yes, but this is why you wait on, like Aki said, God will direct you, and He will actually make the path. Because what He did was He took that woman from His side, from the rib, and He said, and then He understood that this was God because He said only God could make something like this.
Come on now.
So it was only God that could give him what He exactly.
So think about this: if that was something that amazing, only God could do something like that. Why would that same being decide to be the second best? And now listen. I have the second best. What about you think you the second best, but he even cheating on you with somebody else.
So then you became fourth and fifth.
So you the second chick, but really you might be the third chick, all depending on how he feel about you in that week.
But here's another thing too. If you are in question,
something that beautiful.
If you were in question, you got to understand he's in question as well.
Oh yeah,
wow.
He don't know.
He don't know.
He's trying to feel his way around.
Exactly.
He's trying to find out too.
That's right.
He's trying to find out too.
I like that.
So in the midst of him trying to find out, then that's a red flag to say, listen, until you find out, until you figure it out, I'm gonna go over here and figure it out.
He said, if you in question, that means he in question too.
Yeah. He's trying to figure himself out.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's trying to figure it out by using you as a placeholder until he
You know what? And I see that actually happening too. That Pops, I'm telling you, but no, you little shine. I like that. They use that in my school. Give us a shine.
Give a little shine.
Give a little shine. That was really accurate because I see a lot of men going through relationship.
Yeah.
But they're building themselves, right? They're figuring out, okay, It's trial and error. That's what it is. Okay,
Exactly.
I'm gonna test
Let me
Tia,
figure
see
this
what I can
out.
do
Yeah, let me
this.
find
All
out.
right, I can't do
Yeah,
that
yeah.
there. Let me go over here and do
Exactly.
this and see what I can
Yeah.
do.
Exactly.
Okay, this one giving me a little bit of this. He's trying to figure out how many
Exactly.
pots he can dip in
Exactly.
and get to see how many
To
results.
create one perfect.
Yeah. No, it don't work that way.
You had to, and two, because I'm a living witness, because I was that guy.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
again, it took 5 to complete one, and it was only because I didn't know what the one was.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know what it was,
Right,
so
you
I
were
had to.
you were looking
okay,
for that
boom,
one.
and it's like, okay,
You
I'm
had
looking
an
for this, I'm
idea,
looking for
right.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, she got this. I'm gonna take this one quality and just use that and use her for that
Whenever
one
I'm
quality.
ready, whenever
and then
I'm-
when I'm ready, it was
Whenever I want to deal with that, okay,
I'm-
she
I'm-
got
yeah,
that.
I'ma push that
okay,
one.
she cooked good, so when I'm hungry, I'm
I'm
ready.
gonna go over here and get a deal.
Right,
She'll let me come
Well,
over here, lay my head down, so
Yeah,
I go
yeah,
over there
come
and
on.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, you really got to understand that question says a whole
Are you
lot.
questioning your relationship? If so, he is too. All right,
What
so
Mia
Mia says side chicks have always existed, but it was hush hush because it was embarrassing. Today's society has made being the side chick popular. There is
Yep.
even a TV show glorifying side chicks.
Yep.
Wow.
She says, I've always encountered wives not wanting to lose the security of her husband that her husband provides. So they settle for their husband cheating. Some wives even get a man on the side as well.
You know what?
Wow.
Yes, media
Wow,
has
Mia.
a big part to play.
Wow.
That's what I was saying about
Yeah.
the music that
Yeah.
we listen to, how it degrades.
And we
media
get used
has
to
a
it, right.
big part to play in the way we portray ourselves and how
Wow.
other women
That's true.
that are seem to be in higher positions, how they go about things, and then people, of course, who are beneath or seem. Honestly, you above, because if you hold yourself to a standard, I don't care how
You
much
will
money
be
you
above.
make,
Come on.
you are above. But like I said, seeming, we're gonna go from our society, how they make it seem,
Yeah.
is that if you are this way and you make this type of money, then you winning, you know. But
Yeah.
and it's not that's not the case. That's not the case at all.
Wow.
I mean, and it confuses, and it honestly is so bad that it trickles down to even our elementary. We got our girls on TikTok half naked, just you know,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean, real. I'm
With the
serious.
sound
I'm
effects.
and with the songs.
I want to
Yeah.
ask y'all that. Why do women feel like, because first of all, you were beautifully and wonderfully made.
Come on.
So why is it that now, for you to feel beautiful, you have to be half naked. You have to have your breast out. You gotta have, and most, and these are young women.
Yes.
I got a friend that works in the hospital, and she say a lot of young women are getting their behinds done.
Oh, yeah, the
They're getting-
BBLs.
Yeah, they're getting whatever y'all call it. I don't understand.
BBLs.
Okay,
But
BBL.
why?
I ain't even
Why are
know.
you reshaping yourself?
Right.
Why are you reshaping your
Because
outside?
why is it that men
and you're
seem to-
hurting the inside?
But why
Okay,
is
wait,
it
wait,
that
now.
men
Yeah.
seem to gravitate
Okay,
only
thank you,
to
Ma. Hit
that
it.
part? So
That's
therefore, society, and we're gonna go
It's
back to
picture,
that,
yes.
has made that the most
The
beautiful
image,
part of
yes.
a woman.
But again, you got to realize that if that's what you want to attract, then that's what you're going to
You're
attract.
gonna get, yeah.
You're not going to attract a man that's going to try to get to know you for who you are. He's going to get to
Well-
know you for how you look.
Let them tell it after a while. This
It
turned
don't matter
into
no
a
more.
love story.
Yeah.
Because all men, they see with their eyes first, and we have taken that. Yes, men are visual, but we have taken that to mean
another
all
level.
men will lust after me first.
Yep.
Until they get to know me. But a lot of times, what women fail to realize is after a man lusts after you, if that is his motive from the beginning, and that's the
Yep.
foundation, that's what your house gonna stand on.
Yep.
If
And
it
if
stands
you can't
at
pull
all.
through,
Come on.
hey,
If it stands
it's
at all.
crumbling. It's coming down.
But see, the thing,
That's
one
right,
thing
that's
Mia
right.
said
I
that
was
was
just-
interesting.
let's go back to her 'cause she said
Because she
something
said today's society has made being the side chick popular. It's trending.
But wait, y'all remember that song? I know y'all remember that song.
That's right.
Shirley, I just called to tell you that your husband.
'Cause
Ooh,
I'm a something to want.
Yes. But see, it was happening, and like she said,
it was
actually,
embarrassing.
It was
I'm
actually
calling you as
being
a
done.
woman.
Yeah, woman to woman. Yes,
Woman
woman
to
to woman.
woman.
That's the name of the song. But you know what? It was happening back then. You get what I'm saying? But
Right.
it was done a little bit more behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And like that's what she said before. It's been happening, but it was happening behind the scenes.
And
And now it's
But
being
I think
acceptable.
that's something I've heard women say too. I'd rather him tell me the truth. And I know that that's what's going on from off the rip, than for me to fall in love with him and think I'm the only one, and then later find out that I'm not.
And that's where all this polygamy is going
Polygamy,
on.
yeah.
Thank you. Is going around, because now it's like, okay, I got to accept being
At
the
least
second.
he told me.
At least he
I'm
told
not
me, and now I'm...
right. At least I'm not blind to what
Yeah.
he's.
But listen. Let me say this, y'all. If you desire for a man if you desire for a man to watch or be attracted to you by how you physically appear to him, then what that tells me is that you don't want him to really see what's inside of you.
Come on now.
Well, no, okay, I understand where you're going.
You don't really want him to see the ugliness
It's not
inside.
that you don't want him to see the ugly. I don't think people be thinking that deep when they put on an outfit.
Because here's the thing. And even men do it, because men like to hear the compliments. And the thing is, because they feed off of the compliments. Because the thing is, when you really know who you are, you're not going to present yourself this big, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's nothing wrong with being healthy. But I know a lot of guys even take stories because most women are going to see, when they see a muscle-bound dude walking the street, the first thing they're going to do is give them attention.
Actually, these days, we like them tall with a suit on, looking real nice, slim. We
Come on now, Ma.
all that extra.
All women ain't like that.
Because you got muscle with the T-shirt that's tight on.
You hit me with a little six-pack. I'll be all right.
Yeah, six-pack slim,
Yeah.
But let me say what Aki said. His name is Emmanuel, but I call him Aki. Aki says the society believes that being half naked is feminine, and feminism is not well defined in women's world.
In the woman's world, that's right.
Yeah, it's not defined because that is not what a lot of men will tell you. That's not like the only thing that you have to. Well, a lot of men.
A lot of real men. Let's clarify.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Because you have a lot of guys out there, they enjoy that. And see, when you said you think it's because they're trying to hide the ugly inside, I don't think they're trying to hide it. I just think that that's the look that has been portrayed to them. They saw it growing up, because half of us, as we older, we having children younger and everything. Yes. So that's what the children, little girls see. And that's what they see on TV. That's what they see on the videos. That's what they see on TikTok. That's what they see on all social media. So they think, and that's what seems to be getting attention, right? So they desire. I don't care. Babies, when they first come to this world, the first thing they want is what? Your attention. So everybody because that is something that's already in us, we are, by the way we are dressing and the way we are acting and by what we're putting out to be important, we are teaching our little girls that's the way you get what you want, the attention.
Let me read what Mama Grant put. She said, values in relationships and marriage have changed. You are right. The side chick is glorified. But when you get out there, you find out that the grass is not always greener on the other side. Oh, yeah,
for sure.
If they sleep with you, who else are they with beside you?
Come on now.
That's true, Mama.
Who else are they with? And then some people are talking about beside you. How about in the bed with you at that very moment?
Let's not speak about soul ties. Come on now. You start passing.
Come on.
Oh, we got a lot to go there. Oh, jeez.
Sonia says, yes, the little girls imitate what they see.
Yes. We
have an obligation to our little girls to help them live as little. Don't skip that part.
And
little girls used to be little girls.
Not anymore.
And then once because it's a lot of men, and this is just this is a whole nother spectrum.
I'm telling you.
But there are a lot of men out there that's looking at our grown little girls.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And they are pleased with what they see.
Yes.
So we are, and then we're not always there to protect them because they're at school. Then they're at the school program. Then they walking home, or they at the basket. They doing all of these things outside of our sight, and we're not teaching them that this is not. You're a little girl. Little girls still should be wearing pigtails. Sorry.
And
you shouldn't be having your hair
bundles.
Pressed.
Oh my Lord!
Now don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying.
It is
for those of us who believe that the little girl should be looking grown so soon. Let's just dial it back.
Where do you believe it goes on in? It's in the house.
It's in the house. Oh yeah.
Because
she's so cute, girl. Look at her hair so long and silky. I got her silk press, and she 5.
I guarantee you, her mama dressing sexy. or somebody in the family or somebody that she
Yeah.
around dressing the same way. So
Yeah.
she's picking that up
That's
from
what
what
Sonya
she sees.
says. They imitate what they
imitate
see.
what they see.
And the little boys imitate what they see. So let's go there.
Sagging pants.
The little
and
boy, and not just the sagging pants. The little boys imitate what they see. If they see daddy talking on the phone and how he interact with the females, with his woman or the other woman that he not supposed to be with my mama. You know, my mama don't know about her. So you teaching him how to have more than one woman, that it's okay, because if he do it to my mama,
then
who is this female? You know, that I mean, if I get with somebody, why not?
Yeah.
That's what I know.
That's why the Bible tells us to train up a child in the way
Come
that
on
they
with
should
the
go.
training.
That they shall never depart from it.
They
and
may
that's why
leave, but they will come
I
back.
have a son. I have a son.
Come
and
on.
He's about to be 9.
Uh-huh.
Happy birthday, Zach.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. He's
Let's
about
sing
to be
happy-
9.
okay.
Mama.
Hey, why we always gotta start? Happy, why we always gotta start down there?
You know?
Happy birthday, because you know when you get to that one part, you gonna
Right,
be real
right.
high. Okay, go ahead though.
But I'm so strict on him. Like he has we had a conversation.
Go ahead, because you
Yes.
already had the conversation with us.
Me and him had a conversation. Me and my son, we talk. And he told me, he said, Mom, at what age can I, no, he said, Mom, I have a girl crush. And I said, you can't have a girl crush. And he said, he said, what age can I have a girl crush? I said, 18. He said, no, Mom, I'm not talking about my wife. I said, oh, well, hit me with it then. Hit me with it. He already has a plan. But that's because I set the foundation. When he hears me pray, or when we pray together, I pray about him having a wife, him being a stable man. The thing is, you are to place these things in your child's mind.
Yeah.
And we speak about the Bible.
Come on.
I tell him, you are supposed to be with a woman. You know, you are supposed to have a wife. So he already has in his mind that I am supposed to have one wife. One wife. And he does have a girl crush at this age right now. He has a girl crush, but we talk about it. He told me about her. He respects her. The parents actually, he is so respectful when it comes. He opens the door for her. You know, things like that. Like he's already in training. You train your child up in a way that, so when he comes to his wife, telling you, gold. She gonna strike gold. But see, she got to come through mama first.
See, the overbearing mom, mother bear.
She got to come through mom first.
Sheener, one of my very, very good friends, she says she tries to keep her little girls innocent.
Yes.
And listen, if you see how beautiful her
she
little
got some
girls
beautiful-
are,
five
how
daughters, right, Sheena?
intelligent. One of them is, if
She's
I'm
a
not
lawyer.
mistaken, a lawyer.
Yeah, she just graduated law school.
Sheener, you are doing a good job. Because it's necessary. And they live in the NY. So, you know, they live in a place where she has to make sure there's certain boundaries set in place for her daughters so they'll understand. Because that's New York is a whole different world.
Oh, yes.
Okay, come on. So let me read this comment real quick. It says, every woman wants to feel sexy. Let's be honest. Most mothers are not properly teaching their daughters appropriate sexy. Appropriate sexy. Okay. I see young girls with weaves, makeup, lace wigs, etc. These young girls are looking my age. I remember mom told me when I was young, you can be sexy and covered. Then she said, let me show you. So she took me shopping.
Come on now.
Come on with the shopping.
I like that.
So the thing that I think is missing is we're missing that piece in the middle that helps little girls see that sexy is not
this
uncovered.
is so true.
Yes.
This is so true. Mother Grant said, these young girls do not even enjoy their childhood.
Come
on
now.
They go straight to preteen years.
Yes.
Yeah.
They missed the whole gap. It's a whole segment.
Preteen.
And see, when I was outside playing, fighting with boys, I had my childhood run up in the
hide and go.
I'm telling you.
All kind of. We had fun.
Go through the journey. Enjoy your child.
Yes.
We had a situation where we was kind of dealing with that, where the kids had to learn to take care of one another, and they were kids. And it's like they had no childhood.
So
like you're taking on responsibility
literally
that you're not even ready for.
The responsibility
like, no,
of taking care of their kids.
So what do you say for a person that is, or a child that is placed in that? Because now at this point they're forced to be an adult. They're forced to be more mature than what they are and acting in the role of a parent. How do you really kind of shape it or train that way, for them to like, because at this point they don't have a child.
They're used to it. This is what they know.
Yeah.
But if they've been doing it really depends on at what age they are, because like I said, we just finished dealing with a situation where the young lady she had to do it her whole life.
Yeah.
So that's all she knew was to take care of her siblings.
Take care of her siblings.
So when she got around us,
and it was a lot of them.
When she got around us, I've tried to really introduce her to life. So she had no clue of what it was.
Wow.
She never went to the mall. She never understood.
My God.
Yeah, she never went to even knew she could have friends. It was always, everything she did was inside the house.
Wow.
For her
Based
siblings.
on her siblings, right.
Based on her siblings.
Yeah.
So she didn't, until I told her to go, I dropped her to the mall one day.
Tell her to go.
And she had
a ball. She was like, oh my
she
God.
came back with bags.
Oh my God, I didn't know I could do this. And it's like, we shortchange our kids when we don't allow them to go through the process of life.
Because we still want to.
And I know some people that happens, but then some people are in that situation because the mother has to work.
I know.
The mother has to work, and that child has to now step into a role that the mother cannot be for their children. In that case, it's kind of like, what do you do but put them in the hands of God and ask God to help them with whatever, because God allows us to go through everything we go through from our childhood. I don't care if it seems like it was a bad thing or what, because He allows us to go through everything we go through. Pastor Jay, God allows us. I'm talking about things that you cannot have control of. If you're a child, you can't control that. That's something you have to be obedient to your parent.
Here's the thing. No, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, you said the reason why this happened is because the mother had to work.
I said some situations.
I'm a stickler to this because I had to work. I even had to give up some jobs for the sacrifice of my kids. And one thing we don't really realize is when we have kids, the kids don't ask to be here. So we have to make the sacrifice for the kids.
Yeah.
So there's some sacrifices that we have. There was some gigs that I had to turn away. I was traveling on the road, but I said, if I'm away on the road, I'm not going to be able to be there in my son's life. So I had to stop that, and I had to redirect my life because now my life changed.
Yeah.
So when you involve the kids in there, your life is no longer your own.
Life,
you can't be so engulfed in work that you forget to train. That's why the Bible says, train up a child.
That's true.
How do you train up a child? Not away from the child, but true. You got to be there.
But that's training too. It's the wrong training, but that child is going to learn from that as well. However, you have to understand. Hey, Janine, we miss you, sis. You have to understand, Pastor Jay, the thing about you being there is that you weren't the only parent in that child's life. You were not the only parent in that child's life. That child had a mother whose home he went home to, and you had y'all shared the responsibility. It don't matter if y'all had conflict and y'all sharing, but he was raised with the both of you. I'm talking about that woman who has to work and she doesn't have another choice but to have her kids help take care of the house, help take care of your siblings. Now, that's unfortunate, and those things actually do happen.
But that's what I'm saying, because, again, you got to go back to understanding that the kids did not ask to be here.
That's true.
So you got to make sacrifices when it comes to the kids. My boy Ted is on the line, baby.
Hey, Teddy.
Teddy. But you got to make sacrifices for the kids because, again, you are asking people who are being groomed into being human beings.
Right.
They're being groomed to that. So a lot of things they don't even have a clue of doing. So if you putting a responsibility on a kid and they don't even understand life right now, that is unfair to the kid.
Yeah. And what's happening is that kid is raising kids who also are not going to understand.
Exactly. So what happens?
I understand that does happen, but sometimes the situation is more unfortunate than just she want to kick it and have a good time and party, so she leave her kids. Sometimes it's an unfortunate situation where the parent has to, do what they got to do. But let me read this comment. It says, "Sexy is not what you show. It's the phenomena of the imagination. When you show body parts that's supposed to be covered, the
ogling occurs.
The ogling, what is that? Occurs it's lusting.
That's right, Lisa.
What is the ogling? I think that's a misprint.
Taylor,
But
I'm praying for your mom, man. I've heard about her, man. Praying for your mom. She was like an aunt to me, man. So we're gonna keep her in your prayer.
Who is that?
Keep her Taylor Johnson. That's
okay.
We grew up in St. John.
We'll
together.
definitely do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're talking about today is the 5 signs, 5 of the signs that lets you know your relationship is in trouble.
Lisa
So what's
Dabney
number
said
5?
she gave up jobs because I refused to be away from them while as a single parent.
Come on now.
Here's another one who understands the importance of sacrificing
I understand
what
that.
the Bible
you
tells
as
us
the
to do.
parent. Because
Right.
what you do is you set the tone for what the kids are gonna become.
Yeah.
Well, I
you
mean,
are the
definitely.
So if you don't sacrifice, then they're not gonna understand.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Lisa, or you, Pastor Jay. All I'm saying is, I don't want to negate the fact that there are some situations out there like that. I don't want to just put that out there like that's the only reason why that happened. So I'm not saying that you are wrong at all. I do agree with you because I did it. I was a single mom, and I had to move some things around.
She gave up full-time job to be there for the kids.
Right,
Amen.
I did. I had to work the night shift, to make sure that I'm there in the morning and when he get out of school. I mean, I had to do that. So I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm just saying I just didn't want to take away from.
And some people don't have that wisdom either. You also have to understand that.
And there are some
that takes wisdom. Some people don't know that. They say, okay, I got older children. They can take care of these children. That's the most, as far as their wisdom or understanding goes. But like you, pops and moms, y'all had more wisdom and understanding to understand that I need to make a sacrifice.
Sacrifice is real.
A lot of people don't know the word sacrifice. What am I sacrificing? If I'm not sacrificing for myself, then there is no real sacrifice.
Right.
I'm not really sacrificing.
But so much. It's more to me. It's more than just having wisdom. It's having faith. Because
that's true too.
If you are taking care of your kids, if you are making these sacrifices, God is going to honor.
He is going to honor that.
Gonna honor that. He's going to make a way.
He's going to have people coming. Hey, girl,
left, right, and center.
I just felt like because when I was doing that with my son. Making these sacrifices, and when I really needed the help, and I needed the work, he sent the help.
Yeah.
And even when I couldn't work, he sent the finances.
Yep. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's speaking of a believer. Now, let's talk about our also people who are non-believer who don't even
that's right.
Acknowledge God. Right.
Acknowledge God. Don't know nothing about faith. You know what I'm saying? So we also talking from a believer standpoint, we got believers and then we got our non-believers category that we have to also address. So for the ones who are not in that area, of being a believer,
you better get there.
You also have to understand that they don't even have the faith.
You better get there, baby.
Goes off of your wisdom.
Because God, Pastor Jay was reading about Ruth, and we was talking about how she was gleaning in the field. Gleaning is hard work, right?
Yeah.
It was hard work.
Hard work.
However, when God showed favor to her through Boaz, the job became lighter and it became easier because now he started saying, leave some behind for her specifically. So when God is included in the mix, trust me, you'll still work, but God will lighten the load for you so that you can bear it.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
So y'all want to go to the next one?
Yeah, let's hit 5.
Number 4, actually.
Four. Okay.
So we was talking about the 5 signs. Number 4 is you're starting to get annoyed. Now you the one. I don't know.
That tables is switched.
I don't know what's going on in my throat.
Lasagna said ogling is when people look at nakedness and
lust
after what they see. Okay, got you.
Okay.
Using these big words, girl.
So I know, right?
Ogling.
So you the one. So
you ogle. So I love people ogle.
See.
All right. Okay.
So number 4 is you're starting to get annoyed. Now you're the one that's looking at the phone and seeing this person calling and saying, "Oh my goodness."
So listen, y'all. For those of you who are just logging on, our topic, just not to cut Lady Free off, but our topic tonight is knowing when your relationship is in trouble.
We
we
giving
kind of leaned
signs.
off to the children, but we were going somewhere with it.
That
and we kinda
conversation
went
with someone
that
else.
conversation
But
went all
whoever
way
the
over.
Holy Spirit
But to
needed
bring
it
it
to
back,
go.
let's
That's
kind of
right.
drive back on
coming
285
back.
down.
That's right.
Let's get back on the highway where we were.
Let's get
the,
back
the
on
topic
99.
is really understanding when the relationship is over.
Yes.
And one reason why we came up with this is because I have heard women ask me, do you think that God has me in this situation so that I can do this, and this, so I can be there for him in this way, that way, that way? And the thing is,
God's role.
God,
Come on, girl.
that was
girl.
She said that's God's role.
God's role.
So we're going to have to get out of God's seat.
That's right.
And allow him to take a seat. And that's why we're giving you signs. Now, these are the signs that this relationship is in trouble. Or this relationship may be over. This relationship may not be what God had for you.
Yes.
Now, we're not saying that for anybody to go out and break up with nobody.
Right,
unless
right.
the Holy Spirit has led you. Now,
we talked about 4 steps. The first one was
4 signs.
You don't 4 signs. It's 5 of them, but we on number 4.
Yeah.
The first one was you don't feel like
you
yourself.
don't feel like yourself no more.
The second one is you're constantly questioning more than you are communicating.
Are we together? Are we not
Yeah,
together?
there you go.
What are we?
The third one is you don't even know what the status of the relationship is.
You don't know where you stand.
Y'all ain't got no status.
You don't know where you. Yeah, you
So
don't know where you stand, or you don't know where you sit.
Recap. So
on now.
Pastor Jay says, if you're questioning the relationship, then trust me, he's questioning it too.
He's
Or
questioning.
she.
That's
all
right.
So
we're
now
number
we done
4.
caught
Come
up.
on.
Okay.
So now you're starting to be annoyed. You're starting to be the one to not answer the snaps, and you're starting to be the one that act like you don't have the time, and so you sending messages saying I'm busy right now. I'll get back with you later, or you ignoring the calls altogether. So that's one of the signs. Have you been ignored lately?
You know what, y'all women? Y'all women, let me tell you something.
Y'all
y'all
women.
mama,
Y'all
tread
women.
lightly now. Tread lightly. You on eggshell.
No, this the truth though. No, but this the truth.
Okay, come on with
When
it.
a woman gets annoyed, when you can see it all
Oh yeah, we don't
over
hide. We don't
her
hide it.
face.
God gave us his
There's a difference,
expression.
because y'all
don't hide.
will know
Oh, yeah.
when
Yes.
a woman is annoyed.
And as well you should.
And
Yeah,
but
'cause
because
I
men could
wear
be
my
annoyed and you
expression.
never know about it.
I wear my
Probably you'll go
expressions.
inside and
You
shut
go,
down.
we go inside and we shut down. But
Some men.
women, and then R. Kelly, God bless him. But R. Kelly wrote a song, and it is so true. When a woman's
Fed up. Hey,
ain't nothing
You can do it about it.
ain't nothing you can do about it.
And
It's
sing.
done it out of
And sing.
Yeah. It is nothing. So when you get to that woman to that point when she is annoyed, when she is, but you know what's so crazy? This day and time, these women got more patience now.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
They are so,
Because-
well, I'm fine with it. You know, it's okay that I'm second. It's okay that he got another
a
girlfriend.
settlement point.
It's okay. I mean, he used to call me all the time, girl, but all of a sudden he stopped calling me so much. You think he cheating on me?
Let's go to
That
question.
is a If you had to ask,
Right, that's your answer. You know
if
the
you had
answer.
to ask,
You
is
know
he
the
treating
answer.
you like
I'm
the
telling
queen
you.
that you are? Is he treating you like your worth?
Come on now.
Is he treating you like you need to be treated?
Come on now.
Do you feel that you can do better? Are you tired of going through this? When he comes
them
home, do you
questions go.
cringe?
Hey,
When you see his number, do you be like, man, here he go. What he gonna fuss about now? Or she? Come on now, let's talk
You
about it.
cannot get frustrated if there's a level of frustration, and like I said, sometimes, because even me and my wife, sometimes we kind of get a little frustrated. But there's nothing wrong with the frustration if you're able to come
If
together.
you're able to talk about
and
it.
you're able to come and talk
That's
about
right.
it, and you're able to work it out.
Yeah.
But if you have a level of frustration, and that frustration
unworkable.
consistently sit there and it grows.
And don't let a
can-
woman keep it.
And don't
Don't let us keep
once
it.
Once
Cause that's it.
You
and
better.
one thing about women, let me tell you guys something.
Paint
I'm
a whole
gonna help you
picture.
guys out
Whole
today.
story
You
and
better
all
just
Exactly.
let us
Don't
get
you
it
let
out.
nothing-
No, one thing about here's the thing. Y'all gotta contest this now.
All right,
One
we
thing
will if
about a
it's
woman,
true.
if you don't come and deal with the situation, if you don't come back,
Come on now.
if you don't come back and deal with it, that thought it builds up in their head. And
Yes.
once it continuously builds up, it never goes away.
We start making a
on.
whole
It
movie.
never
off of
goes
one thing.
away.
And like Dr.
until you
Kanye
come
says, you
back.
gotta get it. You gotta get it caught at the thought.
Yes.
As
So
soon as that thought come in, you got to
if you allow that thought to
If you
stay
allow
there,
that
if
thought
you don't come back,
to stay there.
If you allow, I promise you that
If you don't come back,
oh my God, that is worth than getting shot.
you're going to have a whole saga. You're going to have a whole series.
We coming out with a whole movie.
Up in
Because,
here.
Yes.
Patience does wear out. Yes, that's right. It takes God to hold it together.
It takes
It
God
does.
to hold it together.
It takes God. That's right, Mama Grant.
I like
But
Mama
I
Grant.
wanna-
Mama Grant,
That's my
thank you
Shekinah
for
mother.
all
That's
of your
she-
wisdom. We
She
love
from
you.
Shekinah. That's my mama.
So
that's right.
one thing it says when you're not committed to the future plans, because you don't really know that you're gonna be there for the future. When somebody is no longer making plans with you, and they don't commit to the plans that they have made, probably because they don't feel that they're gonna be committed to that relationship much longer.
For too long, yeah.
Yeah.
And I always tell this guy, because a lot of times guys do this to themselves, man. Like, because the thing is, if you really know the relationship is not going nowhere, why stay there?
Well,
We can't
I
answer
have
that
one
for y'all.
answer.
If you know the relationship is not going nowhere, and then too, because even with women, like
Yeah.
when you dating a guy, you kind of know within the first 1 or 2 dates if this date can go a little, if you can kind of go a little further. Do y'all know that?
Well, I would say we should, but I would say now in today's times, because we have learned to settle so low, I feel like that as long as that guy does certain things now, says that you're cute or gives you a little trinket, whether it's jewelry or a nice
Then it's
meal,
successful,
and
yeah.
because he does certain things for you now, you are happy with that rather than going out with your girls all the time and seeing other people in relationships happy and love and all that stuff. You rather have a piece of it here or there than not to have any at all, which is sad because I still believe in my heart, if we are fearfully and wonderfully made,
Come on now.
then we should receive
That's right.
somebody wonderful.
That's right.
Look at what I keep hearing. When women are annoyed, they tell you everything in their mind and heart. It's the way of their expression. Yes. That's why I said it's so important to go back and to deal with their expression, because first of all, it shows that you're concerned about how they feel.
Be concerned about how
And if you don't know, and two, this is another level of an intimacy, really understanding and being considerate of the other person's feelings, so that they feel important or they feel a part of the relationship.
Right.
Somebody will never feel a part of the relationship if their feelings are never, ever, ever, ever dealt with.
Addressing my feelings, please.
I'm telling you. But see, I want to just real quick touch on that. It all also comes back to you being honest with yourself, right? And being honest with your emotions. Be honest, because number 4 says now the tables have turned and it went to you. It's not the other person. Now it comes back to you, right? So then you have to start asking yourself, why am I staying? If I'm annoyed by this person, if I can't be around this person, I don't feel comfortable. If I'm exemplifying 1 through 3 and I'm now here at 4 and I'm showing these things, why am I staying? Now you have to start questioning and asking yourself some things. It's not about the other person. Now it's about you. And I believe that sometimes people end up staying because they don't want to hurt the other person. Or they feel like, man, I can't handle the heat that's going to come from this other person once I speak to them. Because the first question somebody going to say, which would be for me.
What did I do wrong?
What did I do wrong? Why didn't you come and talk to me?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Because apparently this person didn't know, or they didn't see the signs.
They didn't see it coming.
You know?
They didn't
see
the signs.
As a person, for you, it's either you be honest with yourself, ahead of time. You're like, look, I really feel like this just ain't gonna work.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not gonna keep stringing you along. And then sometimes we string people along because, like Pop said, we just want that void. We want somebody there.
Right.
It's like, I didn't waste this much time. Let me just keep going.
Okay.
Listen, y'all. Man, this is a dope conversation. We're going to have to come back to this.
We have to come back to this.
Those of you are in the Atlanta area, listen, y'all. July the 9th, we're going to be doing more of this. We got catered food. We got a live band. We got a panel. We want you to be there because you got something to say. Great discussion. It's going to be awesome. I'm telling you.
Shift Love Ball.
You don't want to miss this. Y'all are in the Atlanta area, July the 9th.
July the 9th. Doors open at 7 o'clock.
Event Center. Jonesboro is going to be in the city of Jonesboro. So listen, y'all, please get your tickets on Eventbrite. ATL Love Ball. Shift Love Ball. ATL. And that's on Eventbrite. It's on Eventbrite. So please get your tickets, y'all.
It's going to be a blast.
It's going to be
We're going to have some awesome conversation. It's going to be nice.
Empowering. Because our job, that we want to empower relationships. We want to change the minds. If we know our time is going long.
Our time is gone. We love you.
We love you guys. Richard, thank you, man, for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. Listen, y'all, we want to thank Gladys again for coming on with us.
Thank you guys for having me.
Man, she's awesome.
That's right.
She's actually, she is awesome. We love her. We love her.
All right, so we're going to pray. We forgot to pray last week. So we're going to pray out. Pastor Jay, can you lead us in a word of prayer?
Lord, we thank you for this time. We thank you for this hour, God. We thank you for blessing us. God, we thank you, God, because we know, God, that you, whatever you say, God, we're going to follow what you say,
That's
God.
right.
And we're going to listen to you, God, because we know that your ways are not our ways.
Amen.
Your thoughts are not our thoughts. Your understanding is not our understanding. So, God, we just want to lean on you, God. We want to lean on your everlasting arms, God, because in your arms, God, there's peace. In your arms, God, there is understanding. In your arms, God, there is love. And in your arms, God, there is comfort, God. So comfort our hearts right now, God. And God, we hope today, God, that we've changed somebody's thought pattern. You've changed somebody's mindset, God, through your platform, God, and through you, God, because, God, it's not us, God, but it's about you that lives inside of us, God. So we just ask you, God, to bless right now. Bless this movement. Bless this movement. Bless this movement. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Now listen, if you desire to bless Shift Movement, you can cash out $Shift Movement. And until next Tuesday, we love you. Peace.
Thanks for watching.